Hello Natural Beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today is going to be our November eyeshadow palette Rouge-lette video. So we pull from this bag. I have all of my eyeshadow palettes listed in here and we pull one randomly and we use it for the month. So we're going to pull for November. Whatever palette I pull out, I'll grab it, we'll talk about it, maybe do some swatches, and then after we'll talk about the palette that we used for the previous month. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to use for the month of November. We are going to be using the Revolution Reloaded Mattes. So I think that's kind of a rainbow palette, but let me grab it and we will see. Okay, so here it is. This is the Makeup Revolution London Reloaded Marvelous Mattes. Here is the back, and here is what the palette looks like. And you can see it is all mattes. And what a variety, right? First off, I love a white in an eyeshadow palette. I love it to set my eyeshadows. I feel like it brightens up right under my eyebrows, and I love a white. Y'all know that I love some yellows. I also love me a taupe. That's kind of taupey, well, a little peach. And I love red eyeshadows. Absolutely love them. Yellow, red, and green are some of my favorite eyeshadow colors. And, you know, this is my favorite color, you know, anyways, all time, that Tiffany blue. And so I'm really excited to use this. So let's swatch these right here. And then I'm going to grab this macaroni yellow. And I think we'll swatch this purple as well, just to get an idea. Okay, so not too incredible. I can see the yellow. I don't know if you can see it. But, you know, we'll also set them. Yeah, those don't swatch well at all. But I have used this palette before, and I don't really have issues with them. I do know that this isn't a true black. It's definitely like a charcoal kind of gray. But I don't remember having any problems with any of these. I think that they all blended out well. So as far as the swatches, that doesn't worry me because I've used this before, and I know that they do have color and pigmentation and stuff. So I'm really excited to have grabbed something like this because this is all mattes, so I can go to town with this for the month of November in addition to all of my Project Pan items. So that makes me happy. Now let's talk about the palettes, yes palettes, more than one, that we used for the month of October. So the first palette that I pulled in my October eyeshadow Rouge-lette was the Too Faced Just Peaches Mattes. Yes, another matte eyeshadow palette. But what happened was that I've already loved this palette a lot, and you can see it. There are dips, there are grooves, and you know, I really do enjoy this palette, and it still works really well. It does have the scent still. It's not as strong as it was, but it does still have a very pleasing peach scent to it. And just really good eyeshadows in here. So I only used this for 2 weeks for the month of October. And then I redrew because we're trying to go through some eyeshadow palettes, right? And the second October eyeshadow palette Rouge-lette that I drew, I think I did a video for that as well. I'll see about posting it here. But I got another Too Faced palette. This is the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy. And I left it in the box because I want you to see that I got this last year at TJ Maxx. And they do have a lot of cool Too Faced Christmas items out this year. I'm hoping to come across some of those in TJ Maxx later on this year as well. So when I started using this for my second eyeshadow palette Rouge-lette of the month of October, I hadn't even swatched this. I had not touched it at all. It was one of those things like I got it on a great deal from TJ Maxx, but I'm not going to stick my fingers in it in case I don't want to keep it. I can always, you know, okay, I have this brand new untouched palette that is adorable, and, you know, I mean, got really good eyeshadows in it, and that's just kind of a nice gift to have on reserve if I decide that I don't want it. So I hadn't even touched this, y'all, and you know, I used this several times. I used this at least 5 different times, and again, we're talking a 2-week span, But one thing that I did notice was I felt like these eyeshadows didn't stay on my eyes very long. And I usually use primer, even when I'm working here at home, because, I mean, I tend to put makeup on, like if I know that I'm going to have to go somewhere later on. You know, so if I know that I got to go to the grocery store after work, let me go ahead and wake up 10 minutes early, put on some makeup so, you know, I'm using my stuff, and then I'll be able to just go straight to the store right after work. But it seemed like when I did that with this palette, they just weren't as vibrant and bright at the end of the day when I was going to the grocery store, you know? So I did pick up on that, but, you know, I mean, still a decent palette, especially, you know, I got it for $29.99. But I'm glad that I was able to dip into that palette for October, and I'm glad that I was able to actually get through 2 palettes in 1 month. Now, as far as this one, I think that this is a great pull. You know, I mean, it's got all kinds of colors here. I can use them to deepen up my outer V's. I can use them to add a little color in my transitions, and I can use them to add a pop of color under my lower lash line. So hopefully we'll get some visible use on this. Thank you so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending you positivity, and I hope that you're doing what you love, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.